Hello and welcome to another episode of Scrap Rabbit Gaming, with me, Scrap Rabbit. We are back in the Cruise Bazaar. So I'm an idiot, and I forgot to hit record, but all it skipped over is I watched the last DVD, which sort of showed why MacLeod was so obsessed, because it turns out that the weapon he used separated Fushwinga's soul from her body, and while the body died, the soul continued on. So Fushwing is still alive, technically. And turns out that she's stockpiling this terrible bioweapon that uses radioactive isotopes to kill muscles, like the muscles in a person's body. So yeah. Alright, continue assistance. We decide to reward you with a piece of biotech that one of our operators. If you wish to take advantage of this, go see Dr. Ezekiel. The implantation surgery has already been paid for. Oh, let's go. Do I have pay data for sale? Yes. Alright, let's go take advantage of that biotech. Because biotech. Upgrade me, doctor! My fleshy meat suit isn't strong enough. I need more. Need cyberware. Ooh. Huh. Ooh, I can have an adrenal. But what's that? Tailored pheromone. +1 charisma. Do really like charisma. You know, I'll take the 1 AP over the 1 charisma. I mean, the extra charisma is nice, especially playing the troll character. I was actually thinking about when I finish this series and go into Hong Kong. Do I continue with my traditional playing troll characters, or do I make another one? I'll figure that out when I get there. For right now, I need to find another job. 'Cause I need money. Claim payment for that. Oh. If you're seeking this mission, I've fled the country or I'm otherwise unavailable. Don't worry, I'll still be getting paid. I've made the appropriate preparations. In any case, Scrap Rabbit, thank you for helping me. Please do not attempt to contact me again. As far as the world and my former employers are concerned, I am buried under a ton of rubble. It is best that I remain that way. Oh, she actually gave me her name. Alright. Let's check the status of the Alice Fund. Okay. The Alice Fund is complete. So, before that goes through, I'm going to do a shopping spree. Because I have a feeling that shit's about to hit the fan. If this takes too long, I'll cut it. If not... So it might not take that long. Alright, welcome back. I just finished spending all of that. Now it's time to complete the Alice Fund. Welp. Let's talk with Dietrich first. Already seen all this. Paul! Need your password to transfer Alice's payment onto a crit stick. Suddenly looks as though an enormous weight has been lifted from his shoulders. Yes, very good. Excellent, in fact. Been a long time coming, Scrap Rabbit. You're telling me. Turns to open a file on his computer. Alright, Scrap Rabbit. Before you make this transfer, a few things that you should know. Firstly, this is a one-way operation. Once the funds have been transferred to the credit stick, the only person who will be able to access them is Alice. As far as the team is concerned, the money will simply disappear. Secondly, once you make way to the rabbit hole with the funds, it's go time. I trust that you understand what I mean by that. Correct. Once you've left to see Alice, her information will be your only priority. No more distractions and no more side work. I will busy myself canceling your remaining jobs and smoothing any ruffled feathers. Anything else? Just that you need to be sure before committing to this. This is the time is important. A great dragon wants us dead, and that is not a thing to take lightly. But you shouldn't return to the rabbit hole until you are prepared to act. If you have any doubts, then I urge you to wait. I am ready to proceed. Voklingen. To enrich the rabbit hole with the funds for the Alice payment, I'll cancel the team's remaining obligations. Understood. Say, Scrap Rabbit, this lifts an enormous weight off my shoulders. When Monica brought you on board, I was initially unsure about you. Would have never said that to anyone else, of course, but I kept you under a watchful eye. I can see now that I needn't have doubted your judgment. She chose her successor well. Now please, go fetch the information from Alice. We're one step closer to surviving this mess. Well, let's go! Go time! Even you, Blitz. You useless ass. Oh, do I have to go back to the friggin' computer? Son of a bitch. Alright, everybody, get your affairs in order. Oh, I just forgot it. Volklingen. Volklingen. Enter. The funds disappear from your account. Moments later, a message pops up on the screen. Transfer complete. Sitting in its dock on the keyboard, a green LED blooms to life on Alice's cred stick. The trigger has been pulled. The rabbit hole awaits. Well, I got some new guns, some grenades. You didn't crash on me. Okay. The tiny cred stick feels heavy in your pocket, fat with the weight of hard-won nuyen. The U-Bahn station swallows you up and sends you hurtling down the rabbit hole, towards Alice, towards the information you've bled for. Train pulls to a stop and the doors hiss open to the dark, old platform. With luck, answers lie ahead. Cred stick port and the machine greedily accepts your payment. Launches the black plastic of the cred stick's case, disappears on the console. Moments later, a familiar side of Alice's office swings into the screen. Something is wrong here. You can see it in Alice's face. Her eyes are open a little too wide, her smile just a little too forced. It's a look that you've seen before, all too often. Underneath her polished exterior, Alice, the Alice, is terrified. Alice, what's... Hold on a moment. I'm transferring your payment now. Fixed on the PDA mount to her wrist, Mom pauses. She nods, lowers her arm, shifts her gaze to you. Her smile looks forced, and her eyes keep darting back to the clock on the wall. Things seems to be in order. Good. Tell me what's going on, Alice. Now, without a word, she bends to grab something from under her desk. A moment later, she lifts a aluminum briefcase on the desk. Your information. She flips the case under the desk, then shoves it toward the camera. As the briefcase grows large on the screen, you can hear the whine of motors spinning up in the arcade cabinet's guts. With a smooth mechanical motion, a generic brand optical chip slides out of the payment port in front of you. Alice kicks her seat back and stands. Her movements are becoming more and more erratic. Your answers are on the chip. She checks the look in. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to run. What are you running from? She pauses and takes a deep breath and exhales it slowly. Tries to calm herself, but the panic wins out and she begins to tremble. You'll find out, Scrap Rabbit. Free piece of advice. You should drop your search for Vauclair. Drop it now and run far, far away. If you don't, you're going to get yourself killed. She leans in to stare into the camera. On the screen, you can see that her eyes are badly bloodshot. Stay out of the Matrix, Scrap Rabbit. It isn't safe. Goes black, Alice is gone. Ooh, take the chip. The instant the chip leaves her cradle, the machine reboots itself. You are, again, alone. I'm gonna spend that right now, if I can. As you settle in for your trip back to the Crucible, you can feel the rest of the world compartmentalize and fall away. No more distractions, just you, the train, and the optical chip. It sits in your pocket like a hot stone impossible to ignore. The train ramps up speed, filling the air with a monstrous electric whir. The sound is soft, low, and urgent, like the droning of the wings of enormous insect. It's soothing to you if your mind were occupied with other matters. All at once, the monotony is broken, your PDA buzzing. A quick glance at the screen tells you that you're receiving a call, and that Paul Amsel is on the other end. Receive button in your PDA. One look at the grainy image that blossoms life on the screen is enough to tell that something has gone horribly wrong. Shrill sounds of panic breathing punch through your PDA's tiny speakers. In the image window, you can see the outlines of figures silhouetted against the backdrop of Amsel's shop. It's bringing them toward the center of the frame. The image sharpens. The center of the screen stands an enormous orc in battle armor, a hand cannon leveled at something just out of frame. His face is a shiny mat of grafted tissue. His smile like something out of a nightmare. Say nothing. You watch, powerless, as the orc screen lightens. Like breaths you hear coming from the off-screen increased frequency. The screen you hear Amsel's frantic voice. Audra, please, tell me what this is all about. What are Firewing's plans? You're going to kill me anyway. Don't send me to the grave without... Your stomach drops as the gun bucks and roars in the orc's hand. Your view on the PDA pitches wildly, then comes to a sudden stop with a violent cracking sound. A burst of static floats the screen. Moments later, a dark shape falls into view. Equivalent force. You hear the unmistakable sound of bone crunching against hardwood. The camera auto-adjusts and the dark shape swims out of focus, staring into and through the dripping, cavernous ruins of what once was a human head. The remnants of the face that remain are enough to confirm what your gut already knows. The body on the screen is that of Paul Amsel. From out of frame, far away, you can hear another voice, a woman, young from the sound of it, with a military cadence. What now, sir? Now we press our advantage. Jam their comms, Ortega. Son with hurried motion receives the background. Alright, remember people, Amsel was the brains of the operation, but the rest will put up a lot more of a fight. Flush them out and take them down, one by one. Another voice chimes in, a young man this time. Sir, look, Amsel's rest of the PDA. I think that it's recording. God fucking damn it! You hear the roar of another gunshot. The screen goes dark. Vision swims, and the screen in your PDA seems to fade away. The impact of what you've just witnessed hammers in your gut, over and over again. Well, I'm angry. Amsel is dead. The Crucible is under attack, and it's entirely possible that an ambush party is already waiting to meet you at the U-bomb platform. Whatever your attackers have planned, you won't be able to do much about it from here. The train is speeding towards the Crucible station. No more stops between you and the enemy. Nothing to do but prepare yourself and wait. Holy shit. I'm gonna call it here. And that's it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and have a wonderful evening.